welcome back to the podcast.
Yes, sir. Too much happening since we stopped for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, there's been a lot happening.
Yeah, like Super Bowl happened.
What did you think of the Super Bowl?
I think I know what you thought, man.
Yeah, I thought Saquon should have got a touchdown.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, man. It was pretty bad. Jesus, bro, I never seen a team like that.
So for context, I put like $2,500 on Saquon getting a touchdown.
Oh yeah.
And I think it was what's his name? The wide receiver from Chiefs.
Oh, Xavier Worthy.
I put a bet on him also getting a touchdown.
I mean,
So after he got a touchdown, I was like, okay, now all I need is Saquon.
Yeah.
And he didn't get it, man.
Dude, I don't understand that. It's because the other guy's a vulture, man. Jalen Hurts.
Well, I saw like a bunch of memes about how betting apps, or I guess casinos, are all like super rich right now because everyone bet on Saquon getting a touchdown.
Yeah, for sure, bro. There was like no way anyone thought that he wouldn't.
He's gotten a touchdown every single game.
Yeah.
I think there's only been like one game the whole season he didn't get a touchdown.
That's pretty dumb. Honestly, the beating they took was disgusting, man.
It was terrible.
I never wanted to watch a game like that ever again. Or I never want to watch a game like that ever again.
Games like that shouldn't be in the Super Bowl.
Did you see all the people talking about Mahomes after? Like,
what
how they're saying? Because they were like, all the talk before this game, or before the Super Bowl was like, oh, he has a chance to make history and like repeat, and
I think that's what jinxed him. I think that's what jinxed him.
Probably, but yeah, he might have gotten into his head too much. But
I think the whole team got in their head because like if you watch the game, Mahomes didn't even have 10 seconds to throw the ball.
No, bro, it's bad.
The O-line did like, in my opinion, did nothing.
Yeah, I saw a breakdown and it was just terrible. Like they kept getting eaten up at the left tackle, which is like they say the most important position because as a quarterback you're not really like seeing much over here because he's right-handed, so he's and it's just bad. And yeah, they got cooked, and now people are like, oh, he's never gonna be as good as Brady or whatever. Because
I think it's a little too far, but I mean he's super young, bro. So first of all, he's super young. He has a lot of time to go, and I mean Brady just retired. He's like almost 40 or some shit, you know, or he's 40. So
no, I think what he's done in his and like you said in his 20s is insane, but. Yeah, that's obviously gonna be a like pretty bad stain on his legacy, man.
I mean, it happens, you know. Yeah.
But that's not to Brady though.
I mean, Brady only got what 6.
But getting beat like that.
He only had 6 though.
Beat like that though.
But imagine losing to the Giants.
No, but getting beat like that.
But like imagine losing to the Giants.
But like that.
That's crazy too.
He has 7 Super Bowls.
You know what's crazy about the Eagles too is that they had an easy path to the Super Bowl. Yeah. Like, that's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, if they played the Bills, like, they probably would have lost.
I don't think so. But it is crazy, like, where... I don't know. I wonder how the offense or the defense would have done against the Bills because I feel like every game I watch of Josh Allen, he has, like, 2 minutes to, like, throw it.
Yeah, he has pretty good O-line.
That's what I'm saying. His O-line is crazy.
I don't know, because I also think, like, they don't really get into their head that much. Like, even when they play the Chiefs, when they know that, like... the history they have with the Chiefs, they always put up numbers. Like, it's not like, oh,
yeah, I don't think
we're getting like beat like the
Chiefs
did.
I think you're thinking more psychological, I guess. But yeah, it's a crazy game. It was disappointing for my bets, you know.
Yeah.
I was thinking like shit, I'm about to walk away with 12 grand tonight.
Yeah, I thought it was easy money, bro.
Easy
Dude, it's because like all season you bet on the Chiefs and it's easy money, to be honest. Because like, come on, Mahomes getting 2 touchdowns or.
Yeah.
Actually, this season was kind of weird. Like they did.
This was a weird season. I feel like it was their lowest scoring season.
Yeah, but previous seasons, I would say it's super easy money.
I also felt like it was just a weird season in general. Like I felt like some players were breakout that I didn't expect. You know.
Yeah.
And that were usually not breakout.
Dude, the injuries were insane.
That's probably what happened. Yeah. It's like all the injuries this past season. I wonder how next season is gonna be. Pretty dynamic.
Pretty excited to bet. To gamble.
I'm trying to convince my league like, yo, we should do keeper league. You know, keep Jamar on my team.
I wish we do that, but I want to have Josh on mine.
Well, you don't have Josh.
I
So.
don't have him. That's why. Maybe,
we should-
maybe after next season.
We should do keeper league. You're right.
Yeah, I want Josh though.
So I can keep Jamar again on also that league. I got first place, so I was telling everyone, yeah, first place. You know, I create the rules now.
You should.
So
New government.
keeper league, new management.
Yeah, Brave New World.
What do you think of Brave New World?
Oof.
We saw it together, by the way.
Oof. To be honest, I didn't think it was as bad as the rumors were before we went into seeing it. Because I feel like I don't
The
know.
critics were terrible.
Yeah, it was. They were saying it was pretty bad, but it wasn't that bad. It's just that I saw this person say, and it perfectly summarizes. It didn't have its own identity as like Cap, right? So like, it was a movie about Captain America, but it wasn't about him. You know, like all the plot lines were wrapping up other storylines, not his. You know, like not continuing his story as Captain America.
I can see that. I
So-
can see that a little bit.
I thought that's probably why it was a huge letdown for people. And they said like this is your time to sell us on
You being Cap.
on
Yeah, because I felt like
Sam Wilson being Cap.
he wasn't. I can't see him as a leader right now, based off of how the movie ended.
Yeah, and then the leader on top of that was such a throwaway character. Like when he's actually like way better than that. You know, you could have used him for more.
Yeah.
I saw somebody
they're
that
trying
was
to keep
like,
him grounded, I guess.
you don't have to do too much. Like he would have been grounded, but like his whole plot line was like done in 5 minutes, and then like that's it. It wrapped up. You know what I mean? As soon as you found out he's a leader, like it wrapped up within like 5
We're talking
minutes.
about spoilers right now. I just
Yeah,
realized.
my bad. Spoiler warning for Brave New World.
Okay, wait. So let's talk about the critics real quick. The critics were like giving it a 40%,
Yeah.
and I didn't think it was that low. I thought they overdid it, overblown.
No.
And I saw people talking online about how it's kind of popular right now to hate on Marvel. You know how like DC was
Yeah.
always popular, like typical another bad movie.
Yeah.
You know, you're not gonna watch it. It's like wasting your time.
Yeah.
I feel like right now we're in the day of age where it's like popular to shit on Marvel movies.
Yeah, I think it's just because they did it to themselves with the record they've been putting out.
But honestly,
They had some good
They have
projects.
bangers though.
Yeah, they had some good projects.
Like Guardians 3, perfection.
Yeah. But I
Honestly.
mean, it took like 2 whole phases to get to Guardian 3, no?
I mean, after Thanos,
After Endgame, yeah.
it was the first. It was I think after Phase 4.
Phase 4?
Yeah, I think Guardians is in Phase 5. Guardians 3.
Okay.
But, like,
it was
it's
like
like-
at the tail end, no?
But it's its own standalone film. No, I think we're in Phase 5 right now.
No, I'm saying the way that it came out, it was at the end of Phase 5, right? Where it was
I'm not sure.
Endgame.
I thought, when does the next Avengers next year come out?
Yeah.
So I guess you could say it's the tail end.
Yeah. Because they had like all these other ones that were not that great.
I mean, I thought Eternals was not bad.
No, it
A
was
lot
good.
of people like say it's bad, but I think it's actually an okay movie. And the reason why people say it's bad is because the characters, you don't really care about them.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Inhumans, right? The show, nobody really cared about it. I thought it was pretty decent.
I didn't
Did
like
you ever
it.
watch it?
I didn't like it.
Yeah, that's why they're like
Yeah.
they're like throwaway characters.
They're throwaway characters, but Eternals are technically that, and that's probably why people don't like them. But if you like actually sit down and watch it, I think.
But
Yeah,
what
it's good.
I think what helped Eternals a lot is the way that it was filmed was really
Dude, it
well.
was beautiful. That's
Yeah.
why I was like, bro, they have crazy good scenes.
And the way they show the speedster, that's like a big
I think
plus.
that's probably the best feature I've seen on TV,
Yeah.
on screen.
And then I think Icarus in the
Badass.
Marvel MCU, like he's probably like, I would say he was really close to what Superman was, like how he carries himself.
Yeah. I definitely think Thor would fuck him up, though.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know how he can fight Thor
Yeah.
the way he is right now.
No, I agree.
Because he was having issues with, like, these deviants, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I think Thor takes him down easy, bro.
I agree.
But yeah, I mean, I did see the discourse about the movie beforehand, and I thought it was pretty good too. Like, I thought it had like the vibe of Winter Soldier.
I thought
It
kept on
just-
getting that, too. when
It
I saw
just
the vibes.
wasn't. They just didn't.
Have the villain. Not the villain, they didn't have, like, that connection where...
I feel like the plot fell short
I think so, too.
because. Like I was looking back at Winter Soldier and even the
Everything's
music,
perfect.
bro, about the movie was so good.
Perfection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I think that's one of like the top Marvel movies for me.
And I think they also chose a bad, like, not Taurus, not Taurus.
Falcon.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the girl.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't
The
think they
new
chose.
Black Widow.
Yeah, I
basically.
didn't like her character a little
Yeah.
bit. Like, I don't know. She wasn't like, kind of like Black Widow. You're like always going for her, even though she's
Yeah.
kind of like her own agent. She's like a double agent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she was kind of trying to get introduced the same way as Black Widow, right?
Yeah, and
Like in Iron Man when she
I just
does the
didn't get
wall thing.
that. Okay, yeah. There's nothing like ever gonna.
She did it too in the movie. You saw?
Yeah, I did, but I'm saying like there's nothing ever gonna be like that good. You know?
Yeah. No,
The
they were
Falcon was
saying
perfect.
I saw like I don't know if you saw it, but it was like a comparison of Black Widow when she does that and she lands, and then she turns back and she looks like super good, obviously. And then this girl is like the complete opposite. They didn't.
I think that goes back to the choreography.
Yeah, for sure. The
'Cause,
choreography.
some
That's the big
fights-
thing I saw.
Some fights were not that great.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Well, especially specifically in the beginning, they said it was super choppy. Like the fights, not that great. But I mean, I don't know, man. It's just
What did you give it? So like the critics was 40%. What did you give it?
I would say probably like a high 6, maybe low 7.
I was thinking like a 70
Yeah.
too, but I think people are trying to like spin it to like be like, oh, you just don't want a black Captain America. And I don't think that's what it is. I think it's just popular to not like Marvel movies.
No, they just did not do a good job to sell us on Sam Wilson. It's not even that he's black. It's just like
Yeah, and
Sam Wilson, the character.
I think you're right too, because in Falcon and Winter Soldier, that was a good show.
Yeah,
I
that was
liked
a
it.
great show.
I enjoyed
loved
it.
that one.
Yeah, and I did mention like throughout the movie too, it was like, oh, he has learned from Cap quite a
Yeah.
bit, because like if you hear his like ideals or like his responses,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
grown as a person.
Yeah, for sure.
So I do appreciate that he's grown quite.
Yeah,
a bit.
he kept a lot of the same values as Cap, but like you also gotta separate yourself and be your own Cap if that's the whole point, right?
He is his own Cap, in my opinion.
I don't think he separated too much from.
I mean, his
from Chris
values,
Evans.
his values are the same, and I think he's just trying to, how do you say it when someone passes away? Like you're trying to, oh, I have the word at the tip of my tongue.
I don't know, emulate him or something.
Not like emulate, but continue on his values. I don't know. Even though he's
like honor him.
yeah, I guess honor him. But even though he's like passed, even though he hasn't passed, we
Yeah.
haven't seen on screen
Yeah.
that he's passed away. But he's basically passed away because
Yeah, I
they haven't
mean,
shown him.
I mean, I don't know. I think it was pretty clear when Chris Evans Cap was introduced, like his whole message and his whole idea, and with him, it's like, oh, he's just the new Cap, but it's nothing like, I don't know. He doesn't have an identity for himself, you know. Even the suit is like he was wearing like basically the same suit as Cap at the end, right?
Yeah,
So,
I noticed that too.
so it's like,
dark blue.
come on, bro. Like
Yeah.
at least change it up a little bit, or like do your own
Well, that's
thing.
why I like the white one for him.
The white one looked good, yeah.
Yeah.
But come on, man. And then I like the touch that they gave him, like vibranium, because there's no other way.
So what did you think about Thunderbolt Ross being there? A lot of people. So we're still on the topic of plot.
Mhm.
A lot of people were also saying this felt like more of a Incredible Hulk sequel than a Captain America sequel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I saw somebody say, like, oh, it was just a bunch of thread lines being wrapped up, and they just put Captain America
Yeah.
to make it a Captain America movie when like they could have done like something.
And I think
completely
you and I
different.
enjoyed it more because of all the things that we finally get answers to.
Yeah.
Instead of the standalone Captain America movie. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I think that was a big thing for us because we like I was even telling you,
Yeah.
oh they're doing this, it's gonna be this guy.
yeah.
But I would have not minded if it was like a Hulk movie where they did that, you know.
Yeah, it probably would have been the same,
Mm-hmm.
honestly.
Now I would say that the introduction of Ross as Red Hulk it made sense because like how else would you do it, right? I don't know how else you introduce him into the MCU.
You know what's crazy about the way that Ross became Red Hulk was that if it's that easy, how come everyone doesn't turn into Hulk?
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
Yeah.
Like just by taking Gamma. pills. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, they did. That's why. That's another thing. Like they didn't really go too into detail about those things.
Yeah, I think it's hard to explain because they've never really even explained Banner either.
Yeah, I think with Banner, a lot of the heavy lifting is people already know his character and they know what's up with it, right?
Yeah.
I think Red Hulk is also a big one, but it kind of just like after Hulk, it's like okay, well there's She-Hulk and.
So like, if we didn't care about all the side quests, do you think it would be a good movie still?
I think it drops, yeah, for sure. If you're just going in as a regular person, I would say it's a good like movie where you don't really have to think, because even like how they made the movie that he's pulling the strings from behind the scenes, and you're thinking like, oh, who's doing it? You find out within like, I thought it was pretty fast. Like, I feel like there's movies where you don't find out until the very end. You know, this guy like revealed himself immediately, and it was like okay. So I think it's kind of a movie where it's good action and you don't really have to think. So like that might carry it a little bit, but as a fan of comics, it drops without all that.
Yeah, I guess if I didn't really care about Red Hulk and the Hulk lore,
yeah,
I guess that would be.
It would be just like a throw-on movie, like.
And I guess also it kind of annoyed me was that the hand-to-hand combat wasn't that great.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty like choppy. Also, I guess he's not as athletic as Chris Evans' Cap.
But they have stunt doubles, so that's why I guess it comes back down to the choreography, right?
Yeah.
Because even the new Black Widow didn't look that great.
Yeah. Well, in general, his fighting is not going to be as good as Cap.
He did have good moments when he was fighting the other Captain America. What's his name? The original Cap, they say.
Oh, Isaiah Bradley.
There you go, Isaiah Bradley. He did have some like good moments there.
Yeah, they were doing the Naruto training.
So like, what would you say is the overall plot then? Right. Let's get to the nitty gritty.
The overall plot of the movie.
Because like people are saying that there's no identity to the movie. So what is the overall plot?
That's why there's nothing, like it's just
things
wrapping
happening.
up these plots and I guess the overall plot would be that they're trying to take over the Tiamat Island, the Adamantium Island. So the Celestial that was coming out of the Indian Ocean, now there's like a war in the world for the.
And that's because I didn't feel like that was a big plot either.
That's why.
Yeah.
That would have been like if you made the stakes for that much higher, because it did not feel that high.
Yeah. I feel like that was also side quest.
Yeah, exactly. So if you made the stakes for that a lot higher and put more importance into that, then yeah, like the movie, that would have been like the main plot, and then you can.
I think they should have said like, we can make weapons of mass destruction with like adamantium.
Yeah.
And then they should have made someone from Japan that.
Well, no, like you could have easily tied in Weapons X, and then been like, oh.
Well, I mean, I don't know how they would tie that in, but
Isaiah Bradley's a Weapon X soldier. He was a product of Weapon X program.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like because they're trying to make other countries feel like a threat. You know what I mean? Throughout the movie.
Other countries have their own Weapons X. That's
what I'm saying. They should have introduced someone that fucked up either Cap. You know, kind of like in Winter Soldier, where Winter Soldier threw the shield back to Cap.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, holy fuck, there's someone that like as strong as him, right?
Yeah.
Like, what is he gonna do? They should have done the same thing in this movie where Falcon the new Captain America, is trying to help, I guess, save the world or trying to like keep tensions down.
Yeah.
And then there's someone else from Japan that fucks him up or something.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it would have been probably better if they did like, I think Russia, and then Russia has, I believe, Omega Red.
Well, the only reason why I say Japan...
Oh, but he's carbonadium. He's not adamantium.
I was only just saying Japan because those are the issues in the movie.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm saying like it would have been probably better if they substituted it.
Yeah.
For plot-wise. But, I mean, if they did Weapons X, it would have tied beautifully to Thunderbolts, because Robert Reynolds, the Sentry, is a Weapons X program too.
Yeah, you're right. They should have done that, because like that would make so much more sense, and that would give more like threat to the movie. Because I felt like No one was a threat to Falcon.
Well, that in the Winter Soldier, the threat is like, oh, you have all these Winter Soldiers that are
Exactly.
like can bring down a government. So if you like, oh,
No,
there's this-
that was in Civil War.
oh yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of the same idea in
Yeah.
Winter Soldier
Yeah, and Winter Soldier, it's like, okay, there's someone that's
because he's the start of it. Yeah. And then you can be like, well, there's all this other government
They had
working
to-
on these weapons.
They needed a
programs.
threat that was like,
Yeah.
and I guess let me fix myself there. It would be difficult to also have someone that was that big of a threat because Falcon was already losing. I mean, the new Captain America was already losing to normal people
Yeah.
in hand to hand.
Yeah.
So, like, I guess, I don't know. I don't know how they would do it, right?
Yeah.
Because how do you become such a threat to someone that's already losing to just normal soldiers?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
And that was another issue that I had. Let's get into the plot holes. One of the plot holes I have is that when Sam Wilson is flying and his neck is like this,
oh.
how is his neck not broken?
Not only
when he's
that.
flying like at beyond speed, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Not only that. In the beginning,
I mean,
he's
beyond
like.
sound.
He's going like what Mach 3 or something, and then he lands like does a superhero landing
Yeah,
on his regular ass legs. Like, come on, bro.
it doesn't make
Come on.
any sense.
And this dude's pushing like 40 or something, you know.
And on top of that, they're saying like it's vibranium that's helping him, but there's no shot that's gonna help on him.
But that's only on the wings. I thought. I didn't think it was a suit.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Unless
I
the
don't
suit is vibranium laced or something.
know. I have no idea. You know, that's what's crazy. That's what's.
I only noticed it on the wings because the wings light up purple, but then nothing happened to the suit. But yeah, that's why when he lands it, he's like, wait for it. And then they get hit with the sonic boom.
So that's a plot hole. Another plot hole is when at the end of the fight with Red Hulk, Red Hulk punches the wing and then there's a huge explosion.
Oh yeah.
Red Hulk is passed out longer than Sam Wilson,
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
which is mind blowing. Why is he even passed out in the first place versus a normal ICU?
with all these like big ass concrete blocks on
And
top
I was about
of
to
it.
say that too. Sam Wilson has like 1,000-pound concrete blocks on him.
Yeah.
How was his head not like broken in? Because he doesn't even have the helmet anymore because he didn't
Yeah.
want to wear it.
But like that's the only like realistic, non-realistic way that he could have taken him down.
Yeah, I agree.
Like
that was the only way he.
What else could he
yeah.
do? You know?
And then why bring in Bucky, and then not even utilize him? Like when I saw Bucky, I was like, okay, they have a chance.
Now we can level the playing field a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of dumb. I don't know because I feel like whatever they did there with Bucky might tie into Thunderbolts, but even then, like he's not even a. In this one, he was like he's
He's
running
a
for
politician.
governor or something.
Yeah, Congress, I think.
Yeah, and then what is he just gonna go back to being a merc in Thunderbolts? Or
Yeah, I
what?
don't know. It seemed like he was becoming a market in the Thunderbolts.
I don't know. Now
I
I'm
didn't want
worried
to talk.
about.
I don't want to talk about Thunderbolts here because
Well, now it's because now I'm worried about like
That's a whole nother
how are they
topic.
gonna introduce Robert Reynolds if they don't do the Weapons Plus?
we'll find out then.
Yeah, I
We'll
guess
find out then. But
I'm gonna come back super.
there's
pissed.
another plot hole I wanted to talk about.
Which one? Oh wait! Before that, what did you think of the new Falcon, Joaquin Torres?
I feel like they treated him like he was a teenager. You know, I feel like his personality is more of a teenager than like a grown adult like he is. You know,
Yeah.
but I guess they're just starting him out like that so that they can show his character grow.
Yeah, I felt like he was. I wouldn't say teenager. I would just say like he's a rookie. You know, like.
Hardcore though, like
Yeah.
he's been in the army for I don't know how long.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but I mean, being in the army and being like the pseudo Avenger, you know, it's like different.
he really didn't have that big of a threat.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know.
yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting
And-
wrecked by one missile is crazy.
What I did like about the movie was that they were saying what everyone else was thinking. So when I say they, I'm talking like Thunderbolt Ross. He's like,
Oh yeah.
Sam Wilson, sit down. You're not an Avenger.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, he was talking directly to the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Sam Wilson was also like, shit, I should have taken the super soldier serum.
Yeah.
You know? And I agree. I mean, like, when we have these, like, how do you say this, like, galaxy level event or cosmic level event,
Yeah.
how is Sam Wilson gonna step up to the mantle, you know?
Well, I guess that's a
Like even Cap needed the hammer to fight Thanos.
yeah. I guess that's a good reason that
Thor's hammer.
he's starting up the Avengers, right? That's the like the whole thing, right? He's gonna start the Avengers again. So I don't know. We'll see what heavy hitters he brings in.
Well, it's funny that he's starting the Avengers because I saw also a post just this morning
Yeah.
that Captain Marvel stayed on Earth, and I totally forgot that she did.
She did? Oh, after
she's-
the third one?
Yeah, so she's on Earth right now.
Okay. She couldn't come in and help or what?
Which is another thing I was thinking about. I was like, okay, I mean, there's a bunch of people that could have helped with Red Hulk, but whatever, that's besides the point. Like, a War Machine could have helped. You know, that's
true.
one. I think he just woke up, right?
War Machine?
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the... and I think it's in the Marvels, where you see War Machine wakes up.
From what?
Well, because of the Secret Invasion.
What was he doing? I don't remember Secret Invasion.
What are they called again?
Oh,
The Shapeshifters?
Yeah.
I forgot what they're called.
Yeah, I forgot too. Damn it. I need to rewatch so
But
much.
essentially, Rhodey wasn't Rhodey the whole time.
Oh yeah, they were like in pods, no, or something like that.
Yeah.
Or like,
So he woke up. They woke him up.
oh really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's something I missed.
Yeah. So I was about to say like Rhodey could have helped, but I was like, thinking like he's probably not even on Earth right now.
Yeah, man. I don't know. They kind of
The timelines are also off, right? Because after Endgame, we don't know when this Captain America took place. They kind of don't really talk about it, actually. I don't remember them what year they're in.
No, I didn't remember either.
And like in
But
Spider-Man, they mentioned the years.
it has to be immediately after
It sounds like it's immediately
Eternals,
after.
right?
Yeah, for sure, after Eternals. But Eternals was after Endgame also. So I don't know how far along after.
Yeah, I'm sure if it was before Endgame, Thanos would have tried to get some adamantium or something, right? Or maybe
No,
like
it's for sure after, because Eternals happened after. Because they were talking about how everyone got blipped and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, and they didn't even help.
Yeah.
I remember now.
Which, I don't know, I wonder how Icarus would have done against Thanos. That's interesting.
Yeah, that would have been a good, cool fight to see.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It was a lot of unresolved things still. Like end credit scenes from old movies, like the Shang-Chi one, the Eternals one. I feel like we're never gonna get answers to those, you know.
Yeah, and I think they should have done a better job tying in movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It does do a good job to tie in the Hulk one. I'll say that much. They mentioned oh my god, Emil Blonsky. What's that? Abomination?
Yeah.
They mentioned how the leader got his powers. They bring back Betty Ross, which is cool.
I thought that was crazy.
Yeah. And it's still Liv Tyler. That's crazy.
I wonder if yeah, I think they just need to do a better job with their end credits, because like that's how those movies are getting tied in. Like at the end of Thor, they basically were saying like, "Oh, the Avengers is about to happen."
Yeah.
The Avengers movie, because it was Loki, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little scared for Thunderbolts. It looks really good though, from the trailers. So. Oh, I was gonna say, what did you think of? Because I know you had a bad feeling about the CGI for Red Hulk.
So yeah, that was another topic I wanted to talk about.
What did you feel like after watching it? Actually.
So Freddie's asking me this because when the first trailer dropped for Captain America: Brave New World, I told him like, "Bro, this looks cringe.
Yeah.
This looks so cringe," and I thought it was cringe from the acting, the lines, you know, I guess the screenplay, and then also the CGI.
Yeah.
I felt like they did too much CGI. There was cherry blossoms, and they CGI cherry blossoms when they didn't have to do that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why there
don't
was
know.
cherry blossoms in the U.S. I didn't know that you could have them.
In DC, apparently, but
Yeah.
they kind of like, I don't know. We thought it was gonna be in Japan, and it didn't happen in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird because, yeah, you would expect that to be in Japan, right? That whole cherry blossom scene.
And I felt like that whole scene, everything is CGI.
Yeah.
and then there's parts in the movie that are, you can tell they're CGI hardcore.
Oh yeah, when he's walking up to Red Hulk, I was like, oh, this looks kind of off.
It looks so off, and I think they need to start going back to either like real sets, or they need to take the Mandalorian approach. So in the Mandalorian, what they do is they create a world, and it's kind of like a digital world, but the screens are like basically 360 all over you.
Okay.
And they're filming in that, but it looks realistic when you're filming. So that's why the Mandalorian feels like grounded, I guess, because it feels like they're actually on that world, but they're using the screen behind them.
Yeah.
To
oh, is that big like wraparound screen?
Yeah, it wraps
that
around
they
them.
do? Yeah, that's cool.
And I think that's what they need to start doing, because the CGI, that was just too much.
I mean, most of their movies should have the budget for that, right?
I feel like the CGI is more expensive than the screen.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure that the budget that they can use on building another screen to continue filming, or bigger one, would be less than the CGI, I bet.
Yeah, they need to figure it out quick, because there's more important movies coming out. I'm hoping that Fantastic Four is going to do good, and Thunderbolts.
I hope so too, because I actually like the way the Thing looks. I think the Thing is like my favorite character out of the four.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah.
When does Daredevil come out?
I think it comes out in a week or two.
It should come out soon, right? I'm excited for that one.
And then I think in Fantastic Four, they said that they're going to introduce Doom.
Oh, really? Yeah. I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to be...
I wonder if it's going to be RDJ. It is, right?
Yeah, apparently it's going to be him.
No way.
Mm-hmm. And
That's weird.
They're also saying that he's going to show up in Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 4?
Mm-hmm.
But that one's supposed to be like a street level fighting, no?
I don't know. I thought they said that he's going to show up there. Unless you know, some people lie online, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
apparently, like, they're trying to make a thing where, you know, Peter sees him and he's like, what the fuck? It looks like Tony, you know?
I mean, that would be crazy, but I don't think so.
But you think that's too much, right?
Yeah, that would be too much. I heard that it was going to be like a ground, like, level movie where he's going to, like, fight Kingpin or something in New York, you know?
I don't want him to fight Kingpin.
Well, I just mean, I don't know if he fights him, like, physically. I just mean, like, because Kingpin is a street-level New York villain.
Dude, but I feel like, how do you introduce Kingpin to Spider-Man when Daredevil's already fighting him? You know, like...
But they have a history in the comics.
Yeah, I know they do. But I'm saying, like, Daredevil can already handle him. How can you introduce Spider-Man?
Yeah.
And he's, like...
Spider-Man kind of, like, no diffs him, you know? Like, it's
in Spider-Man 3, like, they're fighting literally the Sinister Six, so... Yeah. How do you go from that to Kingpin? That's just my opinion, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like the next one needs to be like Scorpion or something.
Dude, but Daredevil struggles with him so hard.
Yeah, I know. But still, I mean, they also have the Punisher there helping.
Yeah. Do you know what I saw? That the next Sam Raimi movie, Spider-Man, like if he kept going with the project, the Spider-Man 4 would have been Vulture, the villain.
I don't remember that. No, I didn't know that.
No, I saw like concept drawings and stuff.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like they were gonna have a crazy fight.
I miss the Sam Raimi.
Yeah, bro.
I want to see what's gonna happen with the Tom Holland one. So.
Yeah, me too. I don't know, cause you said, I think you're the one that mentioned to me that they're bringing Zendaya back for it. I'm like, why, bro? You could literally do. I think it's Felicia Hardy, Black Cat.
I think they're trying to also cast her.
You could do all... Dude, Spider-Man has so many other love interests. Like, come on.
That's what I'm saying. They're trying to cast Black Cat also.
Yeah.
No.
But, like, if it's true that they're bringing Zendaya back as...
I think, actually, Spider-Man 4 is the perfect time to introduce Black Cat. Yes. Because he's on his own. No one knows him.
Doing street shit.
Black Cat is a thief. Yeah. So I can see that being, like, a side storyline, you know?
Side piece.
Yeah, that too.
No, yeah. I don't think they should... They should bring Mary Jane back. I think that's it. You close the book on that and move on.
I don't know, bro. I had a feeling that she remembers, you know?
Oh.
Why is she wearing the necklace at the end of the movie? Come on. There's
she
no
was?
way. Yeah, she was.
Oh my God.
And how do you explain that she got that?
I just think you could do other people.
Who does she think she got that from?
I don't know. They never really...
That's what I'm saying. They have to follow up with that.
I don't know.
But they have a track record of not following up right now, so let's see what happens with that.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you have any other thoughts about the movie?
Captain America?
Yeah.
Mm, I guess I want to give him props. That wasn't as bad as I was thinking it was going to be from the trailer.
Yeah. Yeah. Solid movie, to be honest. It's just,
And I hope Sam Wilson gets the serum soon.
yeah, it's just like you said, a lot of people are expecting Endgame type movies now for Marvel. And if you don't drop an Endgame level movie, everybody's like, oh, come on.
Yeah, because Guardians 3 was basically like an endgame level movie.
Yeah, like, well, at least cinematically, I would say, yeah. But
That's what
like,
I'm talking about.
threat
And then also the threat
stuff-
level is pretty hardcore too. They destroyed a planet.
What was the threat? I forgot. Oh, yeah, the High
The creator
Evolutionary.
or High Evolutionary, there you go.
Yeah.
They destroyed a planet.
Yeah, I guess with Adam Warlock and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Adam Warlock was kind of like dumb though. He
is
should
dumb.
have been more serious.
I agree, but I like the way they explained why he's dumb.
Yeah, because he's like a newborn.
Yeah. No, that they opened him up too early.
Yeah, he's a baby.
Yeah, he's a baby, but it's because usually he's supposed to stay in the.
Oh, he's supposed. Yeah.
He's supposed to stay in there longer, but they opened him up early
Yeah.
because they needed to get the Guardians.
You like how what's her name? His mom, the other lady. He's like flying back to her, and then she just blows up. Poor guy.
Yeah, I remember that. He's basically indestructible or what?
Yeah, he's like Superman too, kind of.
Yeah, I think there's too many now.
So Marvel has a shit ton, bro.
You know.
A shit ton. There's a Blue Marvel also. He's like Captain Marvel, but like.
I like how he's not
better.
OP though. I mean, like Drax is able to like box a little bit.
Right now when he gets a hold of his powers really well.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like at least he's a little bit grounded. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah, the
Yeah.
power levels. I did see The Gorge this weekend.
you did.
Yeah, I don't know if you
How was it?
saw that one from Apple
I
TV.
haven't seen it, but I saw it on my feed.
Yeah, I had seen it that like all these trailers that was gonna come out, and it looked pretty crazy. I would say it's also a good movie to just like kind of, you don't have to pay attention too much, but it's good action. It's got Miles Teller. I think everyone
What's
loves him.
the plot?
So it's basically like after I think it's World War II when they were doing experiments with nukes, they were also trying to do experiments with like biochemicals, and they ended up like, you know how in Oppenheimer there's like a little town where they're doing all the research and stuff.
New Mexico, yeah.
Yeah, well they basically find this gorge and they're doing the tests there, but there's like an earthquake that happens and the whole city kind of falls in the gorge. So there's like, it's like a, what do you call it? Well, yeah, the gorge, the city's down there, but since like all the stuff they were working on was like radioactive, everything starts seeping into the town and everybody starts getting mutated. So it's kind of like, not The Walking Dead. It's kind of like Last of Us a little bit, where they get mutated, but with like fungus. Well, this one they get mutated, but like with plant life and animals. So like insects and shit. So like there's a there's a part where they fall into the gorge. They're supposed to be like, the whole point of the movie is that they're watching over this gorge and making sure nothing comes out.
Yeah.
But they don't know why. Like they're just like, oh, they keep getting told like, oh, it's the doorway to hell. So they're just watching over it. And then one time they're not supposed to have contact. There's a tower here and tower here across, and they guard each other, and they're not supposed to have contact. But then they end up having contact, and he zip lines over to her area. But on the way back, he like
False.
yeah, one of the zombies crawls up and it triggers a bomb and it cuts the line. So he falls into the gorge and then she jumps in after him. So they're like trapped in there, and then they like realize, oh shit, it's like a government thing, experiment gone wrong. But then the government abandoned the place, but then like a big corporation came in and then basically they were like, oh, well, we can develop super soldiers or something like with the research, right? So they're doing illegal research there to make these things happen, and they're like, no, we need to like, the people need to know the truth. So they're trying to make it out of the gorge to tell the people the truth. But in this one scene in the church, there's like spiders, but instead of like, it's like skulls with legs. It's creepy.
Mm. Yeah, I want to check it out. That sounds like
it's pretty cool.
It sounds like a good, like, unique story.
Yeah, and then there's like like Miles Teller's character,
Mm-hmm.
the guy before him was like this British soldier.
Yeah.
So like the East will send the West will send their sold like one every year, and then the East will send somebody. So on the East, it's Anya Taylor-Joy. She's like Lithuania or something like that, and so she's the soldier that's there, and then Miles Teller is the West, so he's a U.S. soldier. But before him, it was this British dude, and he's like, yeah, like there's stories that they sent in this platoon of like 2,400 men, and they all died. Nobody came back. And then when they get into the gorge, they find like the cavalry, that platoon. They all became like zombies. So it's like
so
crazy.
they become zombies, I'm assuming.
Yeah, because the whole like
No, I'm
the
talking
whole.
about Miles Taylor and.
Oh no.
They don't.
No, so like the whole
There's no
area is
radiation?
irradiated, but if you're there for like a few hours, it's fine.
No.
You have to be like prolonged exposure. So they were only there for a few hours, and they made it. They made it out.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. It's good though, because they're
rating?
both snipers. Huh?
Rating?
I really enjoyed it. I might be biased because I like Anya Taylor-Joy a lot. I like Miles Teller too. He's a great actor.
Was the action good?
Yeah, the action was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So
they're both.
What do you give it though? You didn't give it.
I would say like 8, high 8.
Wow, that's crazy. Almost
Yeah.
a 9.
It's good. It's a really good movie.
Oh, check it out.
The only thing that really bothered me was that her accent was terrible. It's
What
a
kind
little
of-
distracting.
Oh, Lithuanian.
She just sounds like Eastern European, but like
Yeah.
it's very like
Is it kind of like Elizabeth Olsen?
yeah like when she's Scarlet Witch,
Yeah.
or early Scarlet Witch, yeah. It's like a little distracting, but you kind of forget about it the rest of the movie. Mainly because she doesn't talk that much.
That's
There's
interesting.
not a lot of dialogue in the movie at first.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they're
They're far away. They're
yeah,
alone. Okay.
and then they meet up. But yeah, it's good though.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I wanna finish Servant though.
Doesn't she come out in that one too?
She does?
Oh no, I'm thinking The Menu, right, or something like that.
Yeah, you're thinking the menu.
Yeah. What is Servant?
No, not Servant. Severance. My bad.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
me too, bro. I need to catch up. I'm
I need
so
to finish
behind.
it. Yeah.
What episode are you on?
I'm still on season 1.
About what episode? I'm only
I think
like
I'm
on
on 3.
3.
Yeah, I think I'm on 3.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll save it for another podcast so we can talk about the updated one.
Because I need to watch more episodes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm down for that. You
Alright.
watch any anime?
No.
Yeah, me either. Only caught up on Solo Leveling. That's it.
How was it?
It's good. They you know how I told you that every person has like a rank. They get ranked for their magic abilities and stuff. Well, now that he has like all his powers, they reassessed him, and he's like, so there's only been ever like 9 S ranks,
Mhm.
which is like S is like above A, but like you don't really have a grade. You're just like way better than everybody else.
Yeah.
So he got assessed, and he's like the 10th one, and now everybody's like, holy shit, and they all want him to join their alliance basically. But he's like, nah, I got my own goals.
Really?
Yeah.
So then, I mean, what's gonna happen with him?
He's
What's
too
next?
strong. Like even the other S ranks, they're like, what the fuck is going on with this guy? Because he
Is that
is
his Gojo or what?
yeah kind of, because like there's a specific, like you can be a mage, or
Yeah.
you can be like magical power or like combat power. This guy's like everything. So like he can summon dead. Like he's a necromancer. He can summon the dead. And he also has like stealth abilities where he's like a assassin, you know. And everybody's like, what the fuck?
So he's basically like Gojo, like
Like, he's
special
OP,
grade.
he's
and-
OP, yeah.
Yeah, he's like above it, special grade.
Yeah, but like he's the only one. Like even the next ones up to him, they felt his like presence and they were like, what the fuck? That's too much magic. So yeah, it's kind of like Gojo.
And what's the plot for this one?
It's basically like, well, they
I've
haven't
never
really-
seen it, so I know I keep on saying on the podcast I'm gonna check it out. But I haven't seen it.
It's like I don't know, bro. You kind of have to watch it to kind of get it. Like I'll probably do a terrible job explaining it, but he basically just levels up, and his whole goal and mission is to level up enough to get this elixir of life to save his mom. His mom has like some so in that world, because there's magic.
What kind of character is this? Like, is it like a Naruto type character or?
I would
Like-
say he's more Itachi.
Oh, really?
Like
He's
he's
serious?
serious and like yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
As a main character? Wow.
Yeah.
It's
He's
interesting.
more Itachi.
Usually they're all joyful.
He's more like Gato and like that series, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He's not because like also he was like Naruto, and then he switched when he got the abilities because he was. I remember I told you that at first he was an E rank, so he was like the lowest of the low. He barely had any mana. Mana's like the magic, and then when he got all this power, now he's like a killer. Like he's deadly serious. So
He's like a Naruto character.
yeah, so he flipped.
It's like Naruto
completely.
gets serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like flipped completely, but right now he's like Itachi. Like he can, you know, Itachi like when he came out, he can like basically nobody can fight him.
He's OP, you know.
He's like that right now. Like he literally takes out dungeon bosses by himself, and everybody's like freaking out.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. So he's good. But yeah, he's just trying to craft that so that he can heal his mom. Because since there's magic just kind of permeating in the world, people that are not resistant to it, they'll go into like a coma,
Mm-hmm.
and it's called like eternal sleep or whatever. So they're not dead.
That's what happened to his mom.
Yeah, she got the eternal coma.
So she didn't have like magic.
No, some people are like, I mean, him and his sister, like they weren't. He barely had any, but then like he just randomly was able to rank up.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting world. It's like a different take.
I need to check it out. I just trying to find time to watch everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Severance is an hour long. These are like 30 minutes though, so they're pretty quick watches. I think there's only like 20 episodes
Yeah.
between season 1 and season 2.
Yeah, I just want to catch up on Severance because it always looked interesting to me. I also want to watch Silo.
I've heard really good things about it too. I'll check that one out too
It looks interesting also.
this weekend.
And I also want to finish Spider-Man. And
Oh, dude, I haven't watched Spider-Man. I need to.
yeah, there's a lot of things we need to catch up on.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
don't know. Did you see Cobra Kai too?
No, I need to.
We'll talk about it next one.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
All right, everyone.
Sounds good.
If you guys would let us know down in the comments what you all thought about Captain America: Brave New World,
Yes.
and if you watched Gorge, let us know about that as well.
Yes. Any thoughts on new anime? Also, let us know what shows to watch.
Yeah,
We'll talk about it on the pod.
sounds good, guys. Peace.
Peace.